What's up, YouTube? Gonna do another experience report video, and this one is going to be on phenibut. Phenibut, spelled Phenibut. So phenibut is a tranquilizer, and it's a sedative, and it's pretty readily available online. Now, it's not something sold in smoke shops, but it's very easy to obtain. It falls under the category of research chemical, or just gray area, where it's not, you're not supposed to take it as a drug, but it's not illegal to possess, at least in the United States. In other countries, I know in Europe, in Russia, countries like Latvia, it's actually prescribed as a anxiety medication, just like Xanax would be prescribed here. It's not really a research chemical. Actually, it's pretty well studied. It's prescribed by doctors in other parts of the world, but just here in the U.S., it's not. It's people know about it, but it's not really in use, and most people, wouldn't know about the substance. So, phenibut, man, I have used more phenibut in my life than probably anybody on YouTube. I identify as an addict, but that's not what this video is about, or any of my videos. I'm not anti-drug per se. I'm just sharing my experience report, but I definitely became mentally and physically addicted to phenibut, and it ended up landing me in the hospital more than once. So I'll get into that, and I don't want to make this video too long, but mainly phenibut works very well as an anxiety medication, and if you dose it properly, it can be used without really, you can stay very functional while using it. I've used it, driving, at work, all that. And most of the time people can't, tell that you're on it unless you take a really large dose. And that's what was so addicting about phenibut for me, because I could get away with taking it all the time, every day, because, people didn't really notice that I was on something. So what phenibut feels like, I'll tell you exactly what it feels like. And the dosage is anywhere from 500 milligrams to 2 grams. 2 grams would be a very high dose. I wouldn't recommend anybody take 2 grams. I'd say if you're a starter, take 750, 500 milligrams to a gram, maybe a gram at the most if you're a starter. And that might even be too much depending on your gender and your weight. But so what phenibut feels like? Phenibut feels like, imagine how you feel at the end of a very good day, a day where, you went to the park, or you met up with your girlfriend, and, that's what phenibut feels like. It feels like you just had a really, really good day. You have a very positive mental outlook. It's makes you very social. You'll want to start conversations with people, and it becomes much easier to socialize if you're someone with, let's say, social anxiety or stuff like that. There is even some physical relaxation, not as strong as other sedatives, but it's there, especially if you take it in higher doses. And the quality of sleep that you get on it is amazing, at least at first. If you don't abuse it, you get quality sleep where you're out for 8 to 10 hours, but you wake up feeling refreshed. There's no hangover really with this substance. If you take it for multiple days on end and then stop, you might have like a rebound anxiety effect, where you feel anxious for a day or two afterwards, but some people don't get this at all. So before I talk about the negatives, like I said, I'm not anti-drug. I'm just sharing my experience. So I would say if you are going to acquire said substance and take it, I would take maybe 500 grams to a gram for your first time. And I used to think you had to take it on empty stomach, but it seems like it actually still works with food, just takes longer. Yeah, I would recommend you take 500 milligrams to a gram. The key with this substance is to you be smart. If you can limit, and this substance is addictive because once you take it, guaranteed, you'll have one of the best days. You'll have a day where you're feeling ecstatic all day. I mean, it's almost like MDMA in some ways. Not really, I mean, because you're not messed up, so to speak, but yeah, it puts you in an amazing mood. So if you have, self-control with substances, and you can limit your use of phenibut to once a week, twice a week at the most. Twice a week is probably too much, honestly. If you can limit your use of this substance to only a few times a month, or use it for something like a job interview. If you can use it like that, it is a miracle substance. It is a miracle drug. I know for me, for other people, it ended up biting me, but it can do wonders for people suffering from social anxiety, depression, etc. But like a lot of substances I talk about, it's very addictive. So anyway, I became mentally and physically dependent after using phenibut for a few months, or more like a year. And I think I was taking a total of 8 grams at the end of my use. I was taking 8 grams a day, split between 4 grams in the morning and 4 grams at night. And I was physically dependent on it. And what happened when I tried to stop taking it is I ended up in the hospital and had a seizure, and almost died. So in that sense, the withdrawal was just like alcohol withdrawal or benzo withdrawal. Same thing. So it's very dangerous. And don't get me wrong, this is not an anti-phenibut video. Like I said, if you can control your usage, it's an amazing substance. I know for me, I'm an addict. I have to stay away from it. It was my drug of choice for a long time because of how good it felt, but how functional it kept me at the same time. It gave me the motivation to go out and talk to people and accomplish things and etc. So really all I want to say is I can't tell you I'm not going to tell you not to go out and do this substance because people are going to do whatever they want. But if you do, please be safe. This is something that you do not want to end up hooked on, because if you do end up hooked on it, it becomes a life-threatening situation. If any of you guys are struggling with this substance or any other substances, leave a comment, or my what's up is in another video, and you guys can talk to me. I have a stupid amount of experience with this compounds and other compounds. So yeah, that's what I think on phenibut.